Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's E. Jones from Bottom to the Top Hoops. Over here with my man.
You already know, Elvis, Black Elvis. We in the building.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, L, man. Woo, man. Sports fans is in for a treat.
Absolutely.
Man, this quarantine got us feeling like we hostage to no sports. And right now, I think everybody's been dying and just clamoring to get something, man. Dudes out here watching dog races, man.
Yeah, it's scary, man. It's like, hey, everybody just stay safe. Make sure you stay sane, stay safe, stay prayed up, y'all.
That's a fact. Now, with that being said, we always want to spread consciousness. If you're going out, wear gloves. Make sure you wear your mask. But that doesn't change the fact that we are thirsty for some kind of sports. And right now, tonight, The Last Dance.
Yes, sir.
Michael Jordan's last season. How old were you? What grade were you in when that was happening, man?
Well, let me think about it. Well, first, let me start off by saying Michael Jordan is the #1 basketball player in the world, to me.
Okay, he's the GOAT. He's your GOAT.
Yeah, when I was 14, I got a bald head because of Mike.
Hey.
So, I mean, hey, I've been a Mike fan my whole life, man. So, I mean,
you got Mike at the top of the food chain.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a wonderful look, though. You know, just showing the real competitor he is and who he is and how he moves behind the scene. I know that's going to be so funny for the people to see it. But what it's going to show people is you don't just show up and win. There's a mentality that comes with that. There's a hunger that comes with that, you know?
That's what I kind of wanted to touch on and kind of bring it up to speed with modern day basketball because you know, there's two schools of thought. There's a school of thought that says, hey, we have to adjust to how these kids are being raised now, the culture, society, social media. And then there's people who come from our era to say, man, these players were tough. And now, you know, playing hard is a skill, which in speaking to people with
which is unbelievable to me because our era, how was playing hard a skill?
That's actually something that people evaluate now.
No, they call it a motor.
That's a fact.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Then what? Every kid in our era had a motor.
So we all had that skill, right?
Yeah.
So what? Let me ask you a question. What happens if you don't have a motor or you don't play hard? What do you consider then?
Lazy.
Soft.
Yeah. Or
unmotivated. Not passionate. Cool.
Yeah, too cool for school. Yeah.
So with that being said, Mike had an unbelievable desire and passion for the game of basketball. And as a leader and a winner, which he developed a culture along with Phil Jackson and Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, the staples in their championship runs, you know, and the 3 back-to-backs. What do you think it was about Mike that made him so different?
I really believe it was his competitive drive, man. Like, you know, you didn't know what Mike was saying, but he was constantly at Pippen, constantly at Kerr. You didn't know, but it's like,
well, we're gonna find out tonight.
So I guess you know what, like they say, what always goes on in the dark always comes to the light.
Yeah, so, maybe 20 years later.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing exactly, because it wouldn't surprise me, like they saying right now, Mike, like I think you said that earlier. You said, Mike said, they ain't gonna like me after they see this.
Yes.
No, Mike, they should love you after they see this because, see, one thing I have to say while we're on this topic is I believe that what happened to the hard nose? What happened to making kids dogs? Now they're prima donnas. What happened?
Well, life happened, right? Like evolution happened, social media happened, you know, sneaker companies happened, you know, giving kids the title of the next great one. Because, you know, I could go on, J.R. Ryder, Kobe Bryant, Harold Miner, all of those guys was the next Mike. Everybody's Baby Jordan, XY. And at the end of the day, those guys were great players in their own right.
No question.
If you're not going to talk about the work that they put in, the desire that they have for the game, the winning mentality, stop comparing them to Mike. So for me, I was okay with the Kobe comparison because I felt like to start, Kobe had the skill set, he had the drive, he had the willingness, he had a championship mentality, he had the pedigree, and you knew he wanted it.
Hold on, let me say this. Let me add this. And Kobe was a dog.
Of course.
He was hungry. Mike was hungry.
And he was very outward about saying that he thought that Mike was the greatest. And he gave him his love, but he was very open about saying, I want to be better than Mike.
He had no problem with saying that.
And after he won championships and he did his thing in the league, I think people kind of respected it. And it wasn't like, yo, this dude don't know what he's talking about, or he's not in the conversation. So as he won I think it really, really happened when he won the 4th championship on his own. Not on his own, but without Shaq.
Yeah, that was big.
Right? And then when he went to get the 5th one, I said, uh-oh, the gap is closing. Now you saw the scoring title in close range. You saw the 6 championships to tie Mike in close range. In those last 4 years, those injuries he suffered was like, you know what I mean? You could see that that's what he was chasing, and he fell short. That was something that was out of his control.
Yeah.
And you know, people obviously going to bring LeBron in the conversation. So for all of my LeBron supporters, he's in the conversation. But for me,
but there's no conversation, without, like, if there's no Mike, there's no LeBron.
I'm just saying he's 3 for 9 in the chip, so it's hard for me. He's 30%, 33% in the chip.
Wait, who are you talking about? LeBron?
LeBron, he's 3 for 9.
Yeah, but I mean, wait, first things first. LeBron is the only one who moved around and got chips the way he did. Think about it. Mike, only Chicago. Kobe, only LA. So LeBron is a whole different animal.
I'm going to give him his credit, right?
Let's get to that.
I'm going to give LeBron his credit. He's probably the most unique talent that we've ever seen.
Absolutely.
In the
that
NBA.
Was well put. That was
size,
well put.
strength, court vision, scoring ability, winning mentality, defense, rebounding. Like, nobody's ever had his composition of skills.
But you want to know what's crazy?
But that doesn't make you the best player.
Yes, that's true. But you want to know something? LeBron is different because when you look at Mike in his prime, after he got over the hump of Detroit, and he really started getting this, like, whole industry in the chokehold, he was a dog against the Knicks in Indiana.
But he was a dog before that.
I know, but you seen it dripping like Kobe in his prime with Shaq. He was a dog. Yo, one thing I could say is LeBron ain't really a dog.
Wow, that's a big statement, Al.
And the reason why I say, first things first,
he's part-time dog.
You know why I say that, though?
Wow.
What makes him unique is he really is dog, but he don't got to score. Like, you know.
Well, let's phrase it better. LeBron is a dude who is more willing to make the right play than always want to take the last shot.
Yeah, see, but I'm thinking a dog is like, yo, give me the ball, get out the way, and let's get this W.
Yeah. So Magic didn't always do it like that. So he's more Magic than Mike.
But Magic was never a dog.
No. I'm gonna disagree with you on that.
Okay.
Magic, man, Magic. He was a winner, man.
But you said winner. I said okay.
So let's just clear this up. Your interpretation of the dog is they absolutely have to have the ball and they want to make the play all the time to win.
Well, I look at the whole dog mentality like, okay, for instance, I know at some point in Kobe Bryant's life, as a kid watching Mike, I know for a fact that he seen how Mike got up in you, how Mike talk crap. Hey, come on, Kobe.
He emulated that stuff.
Yeah. So with that being said, he understood the intensity of it, how he had to be.
Yeah, I don't think LeBron is a dude who like is just overt with his like attacking of another player. I think it's more done through demonstration and skill. Like LeBron is just gonna play, and you're just gonna like feel the force of how he's playing, and he's not really trying to attack you mentally, break you down physically, like take you out of your game. And again, this is all speculation because I've never played with or against LeBron. This is all what we've seen. And based on what I've seen, his stuff, even his leadership, is done by example. And I know he gets on guys, and I know he's a good leader, and he's a championship level player, one of the greatest we've ever seen. But I think it's something to be said, going back to Michael Jordan, with holding guys accountable and getting the best out of everybody who's around you. Michael Jordan never lost a championship, for crying out loud.
Once he got to the dance, it was over.
And then he got the MVP in every finals.
Yeah, but see, when we talk about the dog, see, okay, for instance, like
and people. And, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just saying that people omit things. They put up these side-by-side comparisons with Mike and LeBron, but they fail to realize, like, Mike only played 13 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, that's awesome. I'm glad you pointed that out. But, I mean, my thing at the end of the day is I always say there would be no Kobe, no LeBron, without no Mike. Mike set the tone, just even with the tight shorts. Mike had the the baggy shorts. He had the shorts over his knee. He was the first to do that.
The ball
he
head.
Converted everything. Everything converted because of Mike. Yo, I remember seeing about 5-6 clips. Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant. I don't remember. It was somebody else. I don't know if it was Gary Payton. Yeah, that's my word. They was chewing the gum and walking like Mike, and I was watching how they were saying like how Mike.
Vince Carter.
Come on, Vince Carter. You understand? Like these guys emulated, and tried to be like Mike.
Right.
I know I did.
Right, because think about it, right? If you're a sportscaster and you're from Queens and you're African American and you watch ESPN every day and you look at Stephen A. Smith, the odds are, if that's your personality type and you see that he made $8 million, you're going to be like, in your face. If that's your DNA, you like Stephen A. Smith got to the bag. I'm from Queens. He's from Queens. He's African American. I am. He made a life out of this. I love sports. So that's your GOAT. If you're African American kids that plays golf, Tiger Woods is your GOAT.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're naturally going to take on some of those characteristics along with who you are as an individual. So, Al, let me ask you this. What was the thing that you would say that you took from Mike that you put in your game?
I would honestly have to say I literally took the whole, I used to love how he followed through. Like he would put his hand in the rim.
Right.
You could see it because off balance, straight jump shot, every time that hand was that gooseneck.
Yeah,
and I said, every time I shoot that rock, I got to have that straight gooseneck on it.
Right.
I took that from Mike.
So my thing that I took from Mike was, Mike used to do this thing where he was on defense, and he would always have his hand in your face, right? So when I was watching, I said, man, if you got your hand in somebody's face and your other hand under the ball, it's going to be hard for them to either see the rim or see the defender. Like if you guard, and people usually teach you to guard with your hands out. I started guarding with one hand in their face, kind of, you know what I mean? And that was my thing. One of my things was defense, right? So that's what I took from Mike. I took really just trying to disrupt the offensive player and always keeping that hand in their face.
Now that's what's up. Hey, man, so I think we should wrap it up, man. I think, so overall, because I know how you do, you get the exclusive sneak peek. Give them just a little tad bit about, you know what I mean, what's going on with the doc, man, part one.
Well, here's what people are going to see. Based on all of the stuff that we were privileged to see, right? be in media, and we don't want to give it away for people, you're going to see a side of Mike that you may know that he was intense and he, you know, even maybe an a-hole, but you're going to see the extent of what it was. Like, it was no cut cards. It was no chill button. It's like you know how you pick on somebody and you like, yo, leave him alone. And he's like, nah, he hasn't had enough until I say so. Like, we know. The coach is like, all right, Mike. He's like, no. I'll tell you when to chill. I'm Mike.
Yeah.
Be clear about this. You're not Mike. I'm Mike. So, you know, I think people will get a chance to really see that side of Mike. Hey, enjoy it, man. If you're a basketball fan, if you're a Mike lover, if you're a Chicago Bulls fan, or just a fan of NBA, you will absolutely love this documentary. It's E. Jones.
It's your boy, Black Elvis.
Yo, bottom to the top, Hoop City Legends. We out. Who you want to shout out?
Shout out to God.
We out. Peace.